Hey everyone, I'm Alex the Egoqueen. Love me, I know you do. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Queen's Court. This should be episode 14, but I'm probably completely wrong on the numbers. But yeah, season 2, episode 2. Take it away, Viggy.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am Vicky the GM, and welcome back to the Queen's Court. When we last left our heroes, after exiting Charnel House 17, the Warband hears that Tobian has awoken from his drunken bout. They get him cleaned up and into new clothes and armor. Carbath sets off back to Hastenhand's Manor with Larisian on board. The Warband then makes their way to Charnel House 5, belonging to one Jair Geese, and inquire about his supposed connection to the Red Walk. Although finding no such connection, Tarvoch does, however, plant the idea that Geese could take over the other neighboring houses if only he had the ambition. Intrigued by this, he bids the acolytes farewell, whilst he makes plans for the future. Moving on to the next charnel house, that being 38 under Lady Eris Vlador, they find themselves invited to dinner. Once again, Tarvoch plants the seeds of ambition in another Carrion Guilder. The dinner tastes exquisite, but an extra ingredient threatens to turn the meal into something quite different. However, underestimating the fortitude of the acolytes leaves Lady Vlador with a vacant stare and the Warband full reign to investigate her residence. And we return. Now, last time, if I remember correctly, 4 of you were taking a tour, and 1 of you was going to escort the immobilized lady to her bedchambers.
That would be me.
Yes, indeed. So, we will handle the tour first. And that would be Brett, Kirsch, Tarvoch, and Harlock, meaning that the servant who was leading you into the parlor to begin with, as per your requests, he takes you into a display. He takes you into a room full of display cases. However, Tarvoch, do you have commerce by any chance?
I do.
You do indeed. Roll for me a commerce plus 20 using the evaluate special rule for commerce. That's just a normal test, so let us see. That's a 32. Looking over most of the items here, you find that they appear to be gaudy junk, designed more to impress than anything else, for their inherent value appears to be very little. How much Lady Vlador paid for these appears to have been too much. You do, however, find one thing. It is a vial of what the plaque under the display case labels as Mindshade. Roll for me. Actually, do you want to succeed on a... Actually, roll for me Scholastic Lore Chemistry.
All right.
Excellent. You made it with 4 degrees of success? Yes. You recognize this as a processed extract from a burrowing creature from the shrine world of Thaur. It is its effects are that of what are the effects again? They are crap. I'm forgetting, but the effect is that of disassociation, feeling as if you're living your life in third person, and a lack of stimulus coming in from the outside world. This is a quite the potent drug.
How locked are these display cases?
They are locked in what appear to be glass display cases. Nothing armored by the looks of it.
right,
if you are going to attempt to open one of those, that would require a security check.
Real quick,
And
can I actually use Synescience since I'm in the same room?
in this room,
Yeah, where like all the stuff is.
you sure can. You can even have a plus 10 on it.
I guess I should also ask, what is the servant looking at me specifically, or is he just kind of minding his own business?
He is explaining
Fucking hell.
in great detail one of the items to Brecht, who looks utterly uninterested. Tobian senses no psychic emanations coming from this room. This room appears to be quite deadened to the effects of the warp.
Viggy, as he's explaining things, I'd like to interject and ask about those cigars.
Ooh, yes, indeed. I'll be back one moment, sir. And he trundles off to fetch said cigars.
Brecht, Tobian, over here now. I may need assistance if I am unable to open this.
All right, I'm just gonna walk over.
I could just smash it in with the butt of my shotgun.
Well, that would leave a mess, and you don't want that, do you? So, roll for me a plus 10 security test, Tarvoch.
Brecht, that's plan B.
Oh, what are you going to do? Wait, how else are you going to get it open?
Well, if I can't get it open with security, then we'll go with butt up the gun.
I think you meant what I said was plan B.
Oh,
Why are you fuckers trying to break into this shit again?
I'm not.
Well, yeah, but the two that are doing it, why are they doing it?
oh,
Because it's them.
wants it.
wait, you don't have security?
I do have security.
Wait, didn't you add you have intelligence 40. Why didn't you add a plus 10?
I didn't add. Oh, wait, was it a plus 10?
Yeah, it was a plus 10.
The plus
Oh,
10
well
would have
then.
made it a 31.
Yeah, you would have made it.
I didn't add the plus 10.
Yeah, you made it then. So, you easily open the locking mechanism upon the display case, and you can open it.
All right. Now, do I have anything I can put the liquid in and then just place the vial back, or do I have to? Can I just take the vial?
You had, I think you used the sacred unguent once. I think you would still have the vial.
Yeah, he did it for the Sentinel.
Yeah,
I have a
an injector.
what's it? I have a vial that has the drug slot in it. I can dump that and put it in there.
No, I have an empty vial from the sacred unguent. So I'll put it in there.
Actually,
And,
Harlock has an injector on him. He could fill that.
Do that too, and then you wouldn't have to. Yeah.
I will put an injector with Mind Shade.
All right. So, very well. Harlock, I wish for you to hold this until I need it.
Why does everybody want me to hold the drugs? All right, sure, I'll do it.
You have more places to hide them.
Things
As
are coming according to plan.
As you finish fiddling with the vial and lock it back into the display case, the servant comes back as you are middling around the other curios and presents to each of you a freshly cut cigar. Do you take it?
I take
Yes.
it because it
Sure.
could be used to bribe somebody.
Oh yeah, no, I took it for sure.
I took it and just like put it in a pouch.
All right. Anyone start smoking it?
Yup.
Yep.
Harlock and Brecht. The flavor is quite earthy, and speaking as a man who has never smoked cigars, I can't describe what cigars feel like. So, can someone with experience do it?
Yeah, I guess earthy is a good way to do it. I mean, it has more of a much fuller flavor. There's not as much of a compared to a cigarette. There's substantially less chemical taste to it.
Excellent. That will have to do.
I've only smoked cigars once or twice.
Puffing on their cigars, the rooms becomes not filled with smoke, but
Hazy.
Yeah, hazy with smoke. Thank you. Now, was there any other part of the house that you four wanted to look at, or is the tour of the house going on autopilot?
Put it on autopilot.
Autopilot.
I'm thinking autopilot.
Wait, real quick.
I think
I'm gonna ask the servant. Does the lady of this house have an armory by chance?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to discuss such things.
Can I telepathic link him?
Sure, go for it. Let's see if you can read his answer that he's not telling you. Man, oh man, oh man. He's using psychic powers without
No doubles.
no doubles. Oof. Okay.
Yeah.
And you didn't make it. So
What?
actually you
Yes,
did.
I did.
Holy crap, you did. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I just reduced my psi use a bit.
Yeah.
He crushed it.
Man, you crushed it. Also, reducing psi rating to get better results is really good. So, indeed, you do, although you only get 5 seconds of his surface thoughts, you do get the information that you want. It appears he is thinking about the vault down in the basement of the house, and how long it has been since the last gun packs have actually been changed. He should probably get on that before someone finds out.
All right, I'm gonna go up to Ball, kind of fill him in, and just whisper it in his ear.
You don't want to send it telepathically?
No.
Yeah, okay, fine. All right. Brack, did you have anything?
not really, no.
Not really, no. All right. Scene change into the parade that is being led into the master bedchambers. Ren is Ren. Are you helping with the Lady Vlador and the situation?
Yes, so I'm I have her arm over my shoulders and I'm carrying her up myself.
A servant is helping on the other side. So as you reach the master bedroom, the servant unlocks the doors and says to you, "Thank you most kindly for your assistance, my lady, but I will take it from here."
Leave us.
Excuse me, I roll a command. Just straight up.
Yep, 1 sec. Oops, wrong thing.
Just trying to get into somebody's griefs here, damn it.
Ooh, fate point.
Yeah, that's a fate point. There's no bonuses to this, right?
No, only the bonuses you
Okay.
have. Holy crap, man. Yeah, the man immediately obeys without a second word. As he, after he has set the lady of the house down upon her massive queen-sized bed, and he even locks the door behind him.
Good. I'm gonna begin to search the room while
Oh,
she's
to go
still
well.
unconscious. Checking dresser drawers and anything in the room, looking for a safe of any type.
The first thing that you find without needing to roll anything or do much looking is that on her bedside counter? Yeah, let's call it that.
Nightstand?
No, yeah, light stand. Yeah, let's call it that. On her bedside, instead of a light like normal people have, there's a strange contraption there. Lots of vials and tubings spreading to and fro. It looks medical in its nature.
Dialysis machine sort of thing.
I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna get on my comm.
Not quite that not that big or technical. It is more of a
Like a vial rack?
vial rack and stuff like that.
I'm gonna get on my comms and cast fill-in.
You
To
cast
explain-
fill-in.
To
The rest of
explain.
the- Yes, the rest of the party now knows of this strange 40k hookah, but not quite.
Red,
Grab a sample and we'll examine it later.
actually, could you describe the coloration and consistency of some of the vials?
Very well. I look at the
describe
vials.
to him. You describe to him the consistency and in some of the vials. Different types of liquids of various consistencies, as you describe them in great detail. Tarvoch, roll for me Scholastic Lore Chemistry.
Vroom.
Ooh.
God damn it. That's a
Do you
fake
want to
point.
use a fate point?
For this, no. Look. It's hard to say without looking at it.
You, even though Ren describes it in great detail, you are still unsure of what she is describing. You would have to get a closer look before attempting again. So, back to the searching. As you go through the various drawers and coffers, you find that this woman has terrible taste in clothing, meaning mostly that all of her stuff is last century's fashion.
This is
And
disgusting.
most of this appears to be quite gaudy and eye-catching in the wrong kind of manner.
Does this woman know any sense of style at all?
However, as you are going through one of the dressers, you see closer that a giant painting of her, depicting her in quite a stylized, quote-unquote, fashion. You could swear that her chest is not quite that big. That it appears that the painting itself is on hinges.
I'm gonna check on the woman really quickly, see if she's still unconscious.
Roll a Medicaid test.
Just see if somebody's eyes are closed.
I
All right.
mean, you want to check if she's still alive, or you want to see what her status is.
See if she's conscious.
I got this.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
Whoa, good job, princess.
Yeah, I mean, you did get it. So, checking over the lady of the house, you find that she appears to be in deep sleep. She is not even conscious anymore. So,
Oh, good.
whatever.
She's dead.
Well, she is
She's
still
unconscious.
alive.
I know. I'm just making a joke.
She's at that heroin passed out high kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right,
She-
so I'm
she-
gonna walk
she-
over to the painting. I'm gonna lift the painting off very carefully, and set it down next to it.
Oh,
next to the
no.
wall.
You do no such thing. As soon as you try and move the painting, the aforementioned hinges slide it over as actually it opens up to reveal a gigantic safe.
Well, now this is getting interesting. I'm gonna inform. Ooh, wait. I'm gonna inform the party.
Why the hesitation?
No worry. Don't worry.
I am dubious. However, you do inform the party, and they are now aware of the two conspicuous items that are in the master bedchambers.
How
So-
far is the bedchamber from where we're at?
Right now, you are currently being shown the lounge that accompanies her book collection. Tarvoch is most unimpressed.
Nothing good in the book collection?
No, it's mostly boring treatises and,
When I looked into the
others.
servant's mind,
and other sanctioned imperial book writing.
Are there any for a lower reading level for my companions?
No, not even that. Most of it is in High Gothic.
I'm going to elbow Tarvoch in the ribs.
He still has them.
If he has them,
the
yes.
semblance of hips.
But no, I get on the combeat and say, Ren, if you are to open the safe, 1, be careful, and 2, inform me of its contents before taking any of it, for there are still plans in place.
Sure.
When I looked into the servant's mind, did I see where the armory was at?
You did. At the back of the a bit further along the foyer, there is a staircase that leads down into the into the Amazek cellar, and further on there to the vault itself.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to Harlock and kind of nudge him and beckon him to follow me.
I'll follow you.
While
Yeah.
they're doing that, can I kind of distract the servant with just talk of like the books and literature?
You can roll for me a. Actually, what the hell would you roll here? Hold on.
Deception?
Sleight of hand, maybe?
No.
Well, no, I was.
Charm?
Well, that depends. It would be charm against his intelligence. Actually, roll for me logic to try and wow him with your vast knowledge.
Yep.
He pulls out a set of keys and starts jingling it.
Well done. You go on a mighty rant regarding the writings of Gideon Ravenor, the philosopher and great philosopher and poet. And
I also want to berate him about how his flesh is weak.
yeah, also that. I mean, you managed to put it. You managed to worm your way onto the subject somehow, and the man listens intently about these fascinating subjects that he has never had a chance to actually listen to, and he is enraptured as you go on your tirade. Everyone else, what are they doing?
Since I wasn't asked to follow Toby, I'm just gonna sit in the corner and smoke my cigar.
Ah,
Then
There's-
Harlock and I just go to the safe.
all right. So
Wait,
that's,
you're going up to me or
I mean, to the
downstairs?
vault.
vault and safe, 2 different places.
Yep, sorry.
All right. So the vault people, meaning Harlock and Tobian, as you descend the stairs down into the basement, you can see rows upon rows of wine racks with various bottles of Amazek upon them. Most of them are dusty. And ahead of you, ahead of that, you can see what appears to be a heavily fortified door.
Can I find a wine bottle from the era of the 12th Black Crusade?
Roll
Awareness?
an awareness test. Say +10.
He tells me what he's looking for, and I also look for it.
I mean,
Yes.
do you tell him what you're looking for?
Yeah. I'm gonna fill in.
Harlock asks and Tobian answers. You can also roll an awareness test if you want to help him.
Yeah, I will.
Well,
Hey, I passed.
you passed.
We both passed.
You both passed. Both of you come upon the same bottle at the same time, noting that the date is M40. No, yeah, M41 700. No, 800. I forget when the 12th Black Crusade happened. It happened. It's from that date. I'm pretty sure what you're going to say here, but I want to hear you say it.
me have that bottle, Harlock? Please.
Sure.
Thank you. It's a sentimental reason.
Oh. I thought you were going to say that thing is as old as you.
No.
Well, fair enough.
It's like I said an off comment what my age was, and they never picked up on it. So
Oh well, oh well. Moving on. Ahem. Back to Ren, who is staring at a gigantic safe behind a painting. And that was behind a painting.
I have no idea how to open this. I'm gonna comms over to Tarvoch. Tarvoch.
He can assist you, but you still don't have security, so go for it.
Tarvoch, I need help opening a safe. How does one even attempt this?
Well, what kind of lock mechanism are you dealing with?
Do I know that much off the top of my head?
You can tell that it appears to be a combination lock of some sort.
Cast fill in?
Well, if it is a combination lock, I could perhaps take a look at it. But you may, if that is not acceptable, we also may need the witch mind to discertain the combination from the lady. Ascertain.
is this like
However,
a private vault they're talking to each other on?
Actually, everyone in the Warband can hear this. This is an open channel between you, that
Yep.
is.
Watch who you're calling witch mine, Rust Bucket.
What the fuck's a witch mind?
Don't you say fuck.
My bad.
Make up your own swear word if you have to.
Okay.
I am simply calling him what he is. Nothing more, nothing less.
Alright. I'm gonna attempt this right now, okay?
That is a security plus 10 for assistance from Tarvoch.
Wait, so I'm just giving her...
Roll shit!
Well,
I'm gonna fate point that.
yeah, if only to get a better result, even if you won't
Yeah.
succeed.
He just breaks the lock and it can't open.
Oh man,
He really broke half the lock.
not much better. The lock itself, you hear a cracking sound behind the lock.
Oh man.
You may have broken something. More expertise may be required.
How
can I-
durable is the safe?
It looks pretty durable, although you appear to have cracked something in the locking mechanism itself.
Perhaps... Give me one moment, friend.
I
Servant,
volunteer.
Oh, yes?
Oh, you go first, Harlock.
I wish to give a token to the lady for when she wakes up. Could you please escort me to her bedchambers?
I'm sure we can figure something out. Though I'm not certain she can.
Tarvoch, keep him down there.
Actually, hold on. One moment. Is that what I think it is? Is that a
And
book
you-
on
You
the Gothic War?
you locate the Spheres of Longing by Gideon Ravenor.
Can I interject real quick?
Yes.
I'm just gonna vox the princess. Look for a damn key before you break it.
There is no key, it's a combination lock. Although I might have a key.
If you check the journal tab in the top right, a handout has appeared in everyone's place.
No,
Methinks.
no, not on mine.
Hasn't. Hold on, I'll just have to edit this then. Edit. And save. Try it now.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
There you go. That's a book.
Cool.
Neat.
So, as you go on another tirade on the importance of faith and the hold on, crap, what was it called? Wait, I think I have. Damn it, I have the wrong quote. Well, never mind. You launch into another tirade, enrapturing the man once again. Vault team, what do you want to do?
Oh, prison boy, can you crack this?
Do I look like a thief to you?
Yes.
If you can't see me, just giving him a deadpan stare because of the goggles, but he's getting one.
I mean, it's pretty hard with the goggles and all that, but still, you try.
What can we do to open the safe?
I mean, talk to Rustbucket maybe, but this is not my specialty.
Okay, can you go back to the description that the serpent said at the safe was? Like, how something needed to be fixed?
Oh yeah, he was talking about the las guns inside, how the power cells hadn't been changed in some time. They may have degraded. Or at
How,
least recharged.
I guess, how durable does the safe look at the moment?
Looks pretty durable. You would probably need a fusion cutter to get through there. Or melt the bomb if everything else fails.
I don't think everybody has
Okay.
a melted bomb sitting there.
No.
I'm gonna Vox over comms. Tarvoch, when you finish playing
Yeah.
up there, I'm probably gonna need you down here.
Man, someone should
It's-
actually try and alleviate Tarvoch because he's he is the one holding the servant. Someone else should try and do that.
Would someone like to?
SNO, I believe. Fuck, did I just? I'm sorry. Wrecked. Maybe you could
What's
try.
up?
Distract the servant with Tarvoch.
I will regale the servant with stories from my service in Armageddon.
All right. Roll
Wait,
Common
what?
Lore Imperial Guard with a +40. Because I refuse to say roll Fellowship to storytell at him.
Wait, where do I click to roll common
it's
lore?
the left white button thingy should light up when you move
On the right
it.
side.
Yeah, right side. No, left side.
It's on the right side of the page, but it's right under.
Yeah, next to where it says Imperial Guard, there's a white button. that
Yeah, I
goes
found it.
Yellow.
The +40, he passed.
Yeah, easy pass. You regale him with tales of purging Xenos filth and other such harrowing tales. The man becomes enraptured, not quite believing his luck at the multitudinous of tales that he is hearing today. So,
I place my fingers to my forehead and just walk over to the damn vault.
you walk down the stairs, and the great, massive ceramite, not ceramite, plasteel. Yeah, there we go. Plasteel door sits before you. It appears to be it may require a key.
Can I pray to the safe?
You can't pray the gay away.
Well, you can try and pray it open. That's something. Roll security +10.
If this works.
Omnisaya, I am but a devout servant to you. working
Can't
for
roll
me.
security.
I know it's not. It's being slow for me.
Oh god, the tension, it's too much.
Yeah, his tension is kind of crazy.
Oh crap. Fate point?
Yeah.
Can we assist him in any
Fuck.
way?
Oh.
Fuck.
As you put your bionic hand upon the door and pray to the Omnissiah that the machine spirit acquiesces, it appears that the locking mechanism has not received the proper ritual observances that it so rightly should.
Question: is the locking mechanism electronical in any, or electric in any way?
It would appear so.
Can I, GM? Can I try to lumen capacitor this thing?
Do you want to try and short circuit this?
Basically.
Roll the toughness test.
Nice.
You succeed. Channeling the motive force through your bionic arms, you smoke the locking mechanism of the vault, and it clanks open.
I whisper to the mechanism, "You will either submit to my will or burn under my fire."
In lingua technis?
In lingua technis.
Thank you. I needed to know. So, as smoke, tiny wisps of smoke, come out of the locking mechanism and other places on the vault door, you feel that the wheel upon the door can be turned and pulled open.
Real quick, I'm just gonna take off my beret, put it over my chest, and just give like a thankful bow. Well, I'll be damned, Rust Bucket. Good work.
You two did see the light show.
Yeah.
That he popped off. So
I look at my hand and say, working for the Inquisition does have its perks.
You're just gonna hear me sigh over the comms because he just said that.
yeah. So as the vault door swings open, inside you find a distressing lack of firearms. A rack with a few old issue lasguns upon it that do not appear to have been used in a long time, and a crate of what looks to be what is marked frag grenades, though the validity of the explosives inside is of questionable use.
I'm just gonna like run in like a kid in the candy store and just go to the grenade box.
Wait, can I use armor to ascertain? Actually, I'd like to both check the grenades to see if they're, if we're dealing with bottle rockets or actual explosives here.
Check you.
And I'd also like to see. That'll work too.
Guys, what's going on down there?
Candy.
What?
Candy.
I heard a lot of static over the comms. What happened? Are you okay?
Found a box of grenades.
Candy.
What? Tarvoch, explain.
I used my luminant capacitor to override a safe or a vault, what have you. Ergo, the vault is open and they are having their way with the equipment inside, much to the machine spirit's displeasure.
And what about the servant that was with you?
Delos is handling him.
Okay. I'm gonna need you up here. The safe isn't opening for me. And I'm getting really frustrated with it.
One moment, I will deal with that as soon as I am done down here. I will be on my way.
I'm gonna try one more thing. Grab me a
Yes.
couple of grenades.
Oh, snap.
Mine.
You can't open a safe with frag grenades. They don't work that way.
Boom.
Was that Harlock speaking or Spoon speaking?
That was Spoon.
Also, I made a 12 on my tech use test.
You sure did. The grenades appear to be in good order, although in game mechanic terms, they would have the unreliable special rule.
Kirsch is just going to grab as many as he can, just stuff them in the pouches.
Roll 2d10.
Alright, now... Uh-oh.
Is that 2d10?
Indeed.
Maybe wait for me to explain before grabbing them, but okay.
That's 18 grenades.
Holy shit!
Alright,
Kirsch is just laughing and smiling maniacally.
There's a small problem with that, Tobian.
Great capacity, I know.
Yeah, you can't carry all of that without becoming encumbered.
I'm going to try to grab as many as I can without being encumbered.
Because in theory, you could only grab 2. Because each of them weighs, and even though they shouldn't weigh half a kilo each, the system doesn't handle smaller units than that.
Okay,
Those have to be some big ass fucking grenades.
I'm just going to put them all into a bag.
I mean, these are 40k grenades. They do kill a lot of stuff. So they may
like-
be
Alright.
big-ass
I'm just going to
grenades.
be encumbered and grab as many as I can, just like put them into like a bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna add the 18 and see how much over you are.
Now-
Man, you are weak.
now, while they're doing that, I head towards the door, turn around, and I'm very annoyed at this point. He's like, those grenades are unreliable. Be careful when using them. I will have to leave you for a moment. Do not do anything stupid. I then walk out, just shaking my head, and can I tear off a piece, just a small piece of my flat cloak?
You can carry some grenades.
You sure can. What do you want to do with it?
I'm just going to hiss like they're mine.
I want to, once I tear off just a small piece of it, like about the size of a small hand cloth, I want to head up to the bedroom chambers.
Sure. As you head up to the master bedchamber, you find that the door to it appears to have been locked.
I go on my comm bead. Ren, can you open the door from your side?
She sure can.
More than likely. I walk over to the door and open it.
You do. Tarvoch is standing in there, outside, I mean. And,
I push past her. First, before I go to the safe, I walk over to the unconscious lady, take her hand, and put that piece of flat cloak into her hand and kind of ball it there.
You're one weird man.
if you can still
I
push
am-
out a man.
I'm thinking on a higher plane than you could ever hope to achieve.
Yeah, right.
Besides the right in front of you, where you were standing, the strange medical device is right in front of you. Do you want to roll
It just,
another scholastic lore chemistry?
I will.
Damn. Looking at the various fluids, you are not certain that you recognize this. Whatever this is appears quite unusual.
Unfortunately, in my time at the research station, I was more of a translator than a chemist.
Yeah, that'd be useful. Anyway, can you get that safe open?
I can certainly try. First, before I do the security test, can I check to see if this is also electrical by any chance?
You can, and it appears to be.
Very well, I have two ways of doing this. Let me try to get it open through a more conventional mean, if you may. I'd like to try to open the safe.
Security plus 10.
Jesus
There you go.
Christ.
You input the password. It was 1111. Someone
What?
clearly
That's
had-
the same passcode I have on my luggage.
Well, apparently someone didn't manufacture and reset the thing, and forgot to put in a new password. Rookie mistake, really. So,
I'm gonna take a step back.
as Tarvoch swings the safe door open, inside you can see the what appears to be the wealth of Charnel House 38. Different bars of price of valuable metals appear to be inside, though. Where is Kitty?
He fucked off.
Oh, never mind. Oh, it was meowing, wasn't it?
Nah, he's just heading off where.
Oh, my bad. I'm getting distracted by.
Upon seeing this, I turn to her and, is there a way we can turn off our combi, or does it has to be? It's basically push to talk, right?
It is, yeah, push to talk pretty much.
I turn to Ren and basically try to signal her to not turn, basically turn off her comm real quick.
I switch it off. What's up?
Listen to me, Ren. There are plans in place that I have seen to. I know you are tempted to take some of this wealth, but
This
I wish
wealth
for you to
means
trust me
nothing
this
to me.
once. Excellent. Excellent.
But
Ren,
we should take it anyway. To cover our tracks as what we are. If we come across as simple thieves, then we
there
are
are
not.
other ways of doing this. Here's what we do. We take a very small portion planted in the servants' quarters. These men are untrustworthy and will receive proper punishment. However, we do not wish to interfere with her, what wealth she has. I wish for you to trust me on this.
I'm gonna switch the comm beat back on.
Okay.
I can't trust you on this. Our secrecy is more important. I'm gonna inform the party about everything that we found.
All right.
I don't have the injector, do I?
Nope.
Give the Harlow.
Our luck has it.
You ignorant fool.
That's fine, Toaster.
Roll willpower plus 60. The pettiness check. You make it just fine.
Even
Oh.
so, I whisper, I thought she had potential. Perhaps I was mistaken.
Guys, the safe is filled with very little wealth in comparison to my own. But she does have wealth. I suggest we take some of it to cover our tracks, so we simply
Yes.
look like common thieves.
Are any grenades in the safe?
No?
Oh.
I'm still excitedly talking about fighting orcs.
Yes, you are currently describing a heroic chimera charge that led to a victory in one of the wasteland arenas.
Very well, we will do it your way, Ren. I do not... Never mind.
Here,
Do as you wish.
take this. Put it in the servants' quarters.
How much do you take?
Enough that it's noticeable,
Right.
but not all.
So, you For now, you gain +1 influence, so long as you as long as you manage to sell it off, then you should keep the influence.
Actually, I actually suppose we could do it your ways, take a little bit of it, and appear as common thieves. However, I must make a slight adjustment to my own. Understand?
What are you thinking?
Well, I take my hand off the comm beat again. As you could see, I was persuading her to trust me. The problem is, if we appear as common thieves, that point will be moot. I will simply write her a note explaining and basically disassociate myself from you in this case.
Tarvoch, the second we leave this chamber, that servant is going to walk in here and check. He's going to see that we broke it.
I guarantee you he will not.
It will take some time. Someone has to check the safe because you can slide the painting back over when you close it, so it will not be immediately obvious.
I'm just gonna interject over comms real quick.
Because I still have mine on.
Listen, we got a whole bag here of grenades. Just level the fucking house. Let's get out of here. Just level it.
At this point, can I just punch a wall real quick?
You can.
That's a bad idea.
That is a bad idea. Roll another willpower +50 this time. See if you punch a wall.
I
16 grenades at once. Jesus.
It's still frag grenades, though. I mean, they don't have enough explosives to level up the house.
Fine.
You pull your punch just before you hit one of the walls.
Just look. We must be very careful here. We are walking on very thin ice at this point. We must take everything as a factor at this point. We must consider every little option.
I just walked past him and out the room.
Well, do you...
Foolish nobles.
Do you clean up?
I do.
I leave him in there with it.
Yeah, Tarvoch closes the safe, swings the painting back in its original position, and looks over and makes sure there is nothing else that could...
I turn to the servant standing outside the room.
Oh, the servant wasn't actually standing the entire time outside of the room.
Oh, I thought he was.
Sorry, when Tarvoch showed up, the servant had left. Apparently, he had some other business to do. So, no, he wasn't standing outside.
Okay. I'm gonna walk down the stairs and meet up with the others.
So, is everyone going to meet up in the lounge where
Sure.
So, wait, who has the money?
That
Me.
would be Ren?
Okay, just checking.
Vicky said wealth, and then said something about selling it off. So it might not actually be money.
Well, it wasn't actual currency.
It's like gems or something.
Yeah, it was gemstones and not priceless metals. The other variety.
Precious metals.
Precious metal. There you go. Thank you.
After making sure that my token is in her hands, I join everyone back.
Excellent. You are now in the lounge. Brecht is finishing up his story. The servant had actually sat down and poured 2 glasses of Amasek. And yes, you described the orc war boss getting shredded in half by 3 different multi-lasers.
That's quite a story.
I haven't fully walked out into the room yet. I'm just kind of hiding in the doorway, making sure he doesn't see my bag of grenades.
Yeah, you might want to keep that out of sight. So, time to leave? Yes?
I'm gonna walk
Someone
up to
distract
the.
him.
I'm gonna walk up to the servant.
And...
I'm just gonna. I had an idea in my head and I just forgot it. Fuck. Hang on a second.
You were going to walk up to the servant and...
I'm just gonna bid him a farewell. And tell him
Okay.
that the lady of the house is okay.
Oh, that's good. He appears relieved and quite joyful at this party, at this gathering, more like it. And he offers to escort you to the door. Does anyone?
Is there like a window I can sneak out so he doesn't see the bag of grenades?
I mean, you could sneak out the front door before everyone else shows up.
I'm just gonna like, as quietly as I can, just haul ass to the door.
Yeah, you pretty much haul ass out of the front door. Actually, roll for me a +20 stealth, just to see how bad it goes.
Could I maybe tell stories louder to the
Yeah,
servants?
can we do that to
Well, I
match
mean-
the sound?
I mean, the servant is drunk, ain't he?
He's not that drunk.
He's buzzed, not
He's
drunk.
a tiny buzz. So roll a stealth just to see how bad it goes.
He drops a grenade and blows up the fucking house.
A single grenade drops out of your bag, and
Oh
it
God.
starts rolling towards one of the towards one of the doors, where you can hear a servant appears to be cleaning. What do you want?
You know how loud a grenade hitting the floor is?
Okay.
Like,
Fair enough.
anyone noticed the grenade fall out?
You can see the grenade falling out.
Can
It's
someone try to
currently
grab it?
in free fall. What do you want to do?
Someone try to fucking grab it, please.
I'm not there.
I mean, there are two
I was
options
just
here.
Tarvoch's nearby, so he can probably just try to grab it.
Hold on. There are two options for you right now because you're the only one leaving. You can either roll an agility to try and catch the damn thing, or you can roll, or you can grab it with your psychic control, telekinetic control.
Yes, let's do that. We're just gonna have a floating grenade right by him.
I mean, you can float it into your hand.
Oh my god, this is gonna be awesome.
This is gonna end horribly.
He only catches the pin, and so the rest of the grenade falls. It's like, oh fuck! Hey, look at you!
Whoa!
Yeah, with Cyrus 1 plus like the 10.
Yeah,
That's stupid.
I mean, you make it.
It works.
It does.
Someone's been studying.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh
this
my-
is an easy trick, but yeah. You grab the grenade before it hits the ground, and you levitate it back into the bag, and then you haul ass out the front door.
Just the amount of stupidity right there is amazing.
Yeah, that could have gone horribly wrong. Like, grenade exploding was probably the least bad that could have happened. So,
I mean, he was one off from doubles.
he was.
Oh
Indeed.
shit.
But one is all you need. So the servant then escorts you to the front door and bids you farewell and thanks you for a pleasurable evening. He will make sure to let the lady of the house know that you were wonderful guests.
Of course, send the fair lady my regards.
He assures you that he will. And you are back into the rain.
So, did anybody find anything interesting? Like anything that can be used for our investigation?
I got 18 grenades.
Why do you have 18 grenades?
I like to imagine there's a shit-eating grin on his face.
There
But-
it is.
Why so many?
If I may, Ren.
Why not so many?
Anyway,
never been
let's
in
get
the
away
dark,
from this house
princess.
before we actually talk about this.
You move a tiny bit further away from the house before you start questioning about the grenades.
Listen,
This-
listen, princess. Grenades are like tiny miracles in a small package. See an orc? Boom, gone. Cultist? Gone. Space Marines? Gone. Especially with crack grenades.
You would throw one of these at the Emperor's Angels?
Honey! Chaos Marines! But you would never know what that's like, would you? No.
You would.
Wait, what did you just?
Regardless.
Sweet Omniscient.
Listen, I've thrown grenades at... Actually, accidentally blew up a tech priest once. Little shit deserved it.
Can I point my finger at him?
You can.
What's the lowest setting this thing's got?
Mine plus 30 on your toughness test.
Can I grab his
That'll
arm
work.
and like force his finger into the bottom of his chin?
Do it.
Actually, roll the toughness test, Tarvoch, before anything happens. And you make it. Now, both of you, that is Tarvoch and Brecht, roll an opposed strength test.
Oh, man.
No modifiers.
No modifiers.
I believe in you, Brack.
I'm just gonna put my hand on my head and just shake
Fuck.
it.
This is a meme worth fate pointing.
Okay, let's do it then. You only need 2 degrees of success.
Wow.
Wow.
His hand just goes limp.
No, your hand doesn't go limp. You pull him towards yourself. You take.
Totally meant to do it.
You feel a slight bit of shock as an amount of electricity travels from Tarvoch's arm and into yours. It is not enough to cause a wound or fatigue even, but it is quite uncomfortable.
Worth it.
Are you guys done?
No.
Buddy?
We are not done. We still have one more house to check, as well as that Medicaid.
I meant just you guys
Princess.
being idiots.
Hey, princess, what'd you get in there?
I show them what I took.
It appears to
She
be,
got nothing. I opened the safe.
Wait, how much? How many bars of precious metals did she take?
1.
I took this.
As you are conversing between each other, Harlock, still puffing his cigar, walks off into the rain towards what it is obviously the next house, being roll for me an awareness, everyone that is in Harlock.
Can I just, like... Is the auto carriage outside anywhere, or is it still
No,
down?
it's gone back to the man's.
Oh.
Fucking hell, I'm blind as the bat.
I'm just having bad rolls today, except for the one that matters.
Hey, I passed.
Yay.
A street today.
Yeah, Tobian and Tarvoch. You hear Harlock mumbling something about idiots.
Can I just look into his mind real quick?
You sure can.
And before
Although
doubles.
you will have to use 2 sireting at least because he's a bit farther away.
Oh my god, we're gonna kill each other.
Well, Harlock, what are you thinking right about now? Surface thoughts, please.
About killing everybody in the group.
Well, there you have it.
I just look at Harlock and said, "Hey, hold out a grenade. I can help you with that."
God, no,
You
fire
can't
gun
hear
up in
this.
the air.
You don't know what's going on.
You don't know
okay,
what's
fair
going
enough.
on. Right now, Tobian sounds like a madman, although he did sound like it previously. So this acquisition of grenades appears to have
Heightened it.
degraded his mental faculties. So, shall you move on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed. As you move to catch up with Harlock, you arrive at Charnel House 9, belonging to Huh? What was that?
You go ahead. I'll ask later.
Yeah. Which, according to both Captain Katie and Niels, belongs to one Vuris Keth, who I will now write into the chat. That name. In stark contrast to the other three houses that you have seen, this one appears, and also contrasting against the dilapidated house of Lance Gul'jan, which has now been fixed up, this place looks positively abandoned. The lumens are not on, some of the windows appear smashed, and the garden is a thrown forsaken mess where nothing could ever grow, even with all of the rain.
Okay, real quick, before we enter the house, is there like a place I could just stash the grenades?
I mean, there is a lot of rain everywhere, but I don't think you can.
I offered to help carry some of the damn things.
Do you take him up on the offer?
I'm not going to use them. I can't use
I'll
them.
just have them, like, just
Everyone.
very hesitantly just
Oh.
give them 2 grenades.
There is no weapon training for grenades. So
Oh, there's no explosive. Okay, yeah, then I can hold some. I'm in long range. It's not like I'm gonna.
It's just a ballistic skill test.
Then I'm
I'm
gonna
just
go up
offering to help. I see him clearly struggling with the bag of 30 million kilos of grenades.
It's actually just 9 kilos of grenades, but that's still a lot.
I'm gonna give
Yeah, it's
Harlock
still-
2. I'm gonna go up to Brecht. I'm gonna give him 3. And tell him he can keep them
Yeah,
because you're a guardsman.
I'll handle the. Also, he has way higher strength than you. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, I with all of the shit I have, I'm still able to carry like 17.5 kilos.
Indeed.
Yeah. I already added mine. Yeah, I had like 15 and a half
So now
kilos
I
of
only
free
have
space.
like
So
now I have 13 grenades.
3 and 3,
2 and 3.
2 and 3. So yeah, 13. I'll handle that.
Can I look? I want to look around and see if I see any sign of recent movement or occupation, like maybe hobos or drug users. Like, because you said it's abandoned, right? It looks
It
abandoned.
looks abandoned indeed. Roll an awareness test.
Very interesting, the differences of these places.
You make it just fine, even though the place does appear abandoned. You can you notice some quote unquote foot traffic to and from the main entrance of the house, meaning you can see that the dust hasn't settled there quite as much, meaning someone must be coming to and fro.
Place looks abandoned, but somebody's been moving around here. He's gonna pull out his rifle. Be ready. Be ready.
Yeah. Final approach.
It obviously cast villain.
You did it by yourself. As you approach the abandoned-looking residency of Charnel House 9, you can see that the door, that the front door itself, appears to be slightly ajar.
All right, I'm gonna pull up my shotgun.
Yes.
So it's like the door's open, right? Just slightly.
Slightly ajar. It does not appear to be closed, or locked for that matter.
I'm gonna ready my hand cannon.
Yeah.
I'll take a position behind
Like-
Soap with
it's
my
like-
las gun.
I'm like right against the door, just like looking like ready to breach it.
I'm gonna stand
Stack
on the-
up, bitches.
I'm gonna stand on the other side of the door, and I'm gonna try to open it.
wait.
Are you guys ready?
What? What do you want, Tarvoch?
Perhaps, can I just walk over to the door and just kind of give it a good nudge?
You can. Does anyone attempt to stop him?
I do.
So, try and stop him.
What do I roll? This strength test?
No. You just
I'll talk to him.
say something.
Listen here, Rust Bucket. I'm sick and tired of this talking shit. And I'm like, what you're scheming? So we're just going to kick the door down and get what we need. Get it? Got it.
You would start a hostile action in the middle of a public area? Are you that blind?
Listen, I'm sick of it. While you're talking.
In all fairness, he is actually right. Try to enter with discretion.
Fine. I'll open the door slowly instead of kicking it
Is there
down.
a window on the side of the building that's like smashed in or something?
There are indeed windows. Some of them even appear to be whole.
Okay, do you got the door?
Right. I just open the door slowly with shotgun pointed inwards.
I move in, take position, aiming the opposite way that he does.
As you enter into the seemingly abandoned mansion, you find that the lumen situation inside appears to be no better than that on the outside, and it is quite dark in here. The only one who doesn't struggle is Turbine. So you enter into the house itself, sweeping through it as you go, and when you get to the lounge of this place, you can see inside an old man sitting in one of the leather chairs. He appears to be his head is stooped down to his chest, and he appears to be mumbling something incoherent to himself. As you look, does anyone approach him?
I'm gonna wave everybody.
They don't even see him, do they? Only I see him.
Oh, actually, they do see him. It's
Okay.
not. I'm guessing Ren pulls out a stab light.
I'm gonna wave everybody back as I approach. Still with my
Just
gun
to-
in my hand and a light underneath it.
Hmm.
Just to be safe, I'm going to ensure my gas mask is properly sealed and cleared.
Sure is.
Who are you?
Yes. Do come in. I was just getting refreshments ready. As you get a better look at the old man, you can see that the bionic eye upon it, the bionic replacement upon his left eye, appears to have a cracked lens, and the usual whirring and clicking of focusing lenses does not appear to. Yeah, you can't hear it. There you go. And he, as he moves his head and looks towards you, you can see that his other eye appears to be milky white.
Like blind or like cataract? Like milky white?
Apparently blind. not
I'm gonna
cataract.
wave the glow stick in front of him just to see if he can catch the image of it to test if he's truly blind.
Stab light.
Stab light, thank you.
And the if he is noticing the light in his face, he does not appear to show any reaction. May I offer you something?
Does he have any? Are there any like injectors or anything sitting on the near him, around him, or anything? So,
A quick
is he on drugs?
A quick inspection does not. Upon quick inspection, the man does not appear to have any sorts of chems around him, and and his clothing would indicate that he has not done any such thing.
So somebody's taking care of this poor bastard.
I mean, you could try and look around the house to see if you find someone.
I'm gonna go on comms really quickly, as quiet as I can, even though I know they're right next to me, but I'm still gonna whisper this so that they can hear it. And be like, he more than likely doesn't know that you guys are here. If you guys can, search the house. I will stay with him.
I'll tap Daedalus on the shoulder and I'll point my thumb in one direction and I'll point towards the other two and point on the other side of the room, like split up and search this floor or whatever.
Can I cast Omniscience real quick?
You sure can. Even have a +10.
God damn it.
God
You
damn.
failed horribly. Fate point.
Yeah,
Do it.
there we go.
Go. As you cast out your psychic senses, you can indeed feel a presence, and it will appear to be coming from the man. It is very faint, meaning that this man is might be a latent psyker and have no idea of it.
I'm just going to keep this information to myself at the moment.
Indeed.
I'm gonna sit on a chair next to the old man.
He waves his hand limply towards one of the tables that appears to have 2 glasses upon it. I brought out this for you.
You knew we were coming.
There are always guests coming and going.
I'm gonna pour him a drink, and I'm gonna pour myself one, and I'm gonna ask about his guests.
As you pour the drink, you can feel as you pour that the fluid appears quite viscous and unappealing.
I'm gonna set mine down, but I'm
He
I'm not
he
gonna drink.
he takes his glass and chugs a good quarter of it, and vintage this one. Now, what was it that brought you here?
We're investigating a murder, and we believe that one of the people involved in this murder may have come to you.
Down below is... Oh, yes. And who was it that final trip?
Wait, can you repeat that? I couldn't hear you.
Oh, which part? The first one or the last one?
The last one.
He asked who was it that took the final trip in his rumbling voice. I'm going to move a bit closer.
I don't know where to go from this. I'm gonna tell him the name of the person that got murdered, but I kind of forgot the name of it in real life.
Darnus Fane.
A man by the name of Darnus Fane, or Tarnus Fane. He was killed very recently. What do you know about this man?
Their mother was a witch who had Congress with illicit power. The profane runs heavy through the Fane family. It's in the marrow of the matter we find the truth. He appears to be almost dozing off as he is speaking to you.
I'm gonna tap him. I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder.
He
Sir, speak up.
Could you pour me another drink, please?
Sure. I just slide him over mine.
He takes the glass and gulps another sip, not even finishing it by half, and says, the Fane brothers, they... holy crap, I'm myself. I'm losing myself in this guy.
Real quick,
Oh my.
as he's talking, I'm just going to slowly approach him with my shotgun still aimed at him. And I hand Rem one of my stems, like stem vials.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of slowly step back.
I'm gonna go off in the direction Harlock told me to and look around.
Actually, let's take this opportunity to roll some awareness tests for you three. Actually, you four. I'm guessing
No.
Tarvoch is helping to look.
That does not
No,
include me.
What are you doing?
I'm staying like I know Ren said not to, but I kind of move in, kind of listening into his ramblings.
Oh, you're writing everything he says down.
Oh, then
Writing what he says down.
the other ones will stick together. Then we'll just keep
Yeah,
the
okay.
together.
So 3 of you then, that would be Harlock, Tobian, and Brecht. Roll for me awareness test to search the house. Damn.
I've made all of one roll today. I'm disappointed.
So, Harlock goes to the 2nd floor. There's actually a small problem with this because there's not a lot in this house. Harlock does not find anyone else inside the house. You can have that information. And Toby, what can I give you here? Let's say that
Grenades.
no.
I'm
I
gonna
know
fate point
fine.
this.
You find a strange room of some type. It appears to be a brewery by your best estimation, though the smell coming from it is quite horrible.
Can I investigate what it is?
You can roll a Medicaid test to try and figure out what it is.
I shall do that. Plus 10 since we're not stressed.
Yeah, indeed.
Then the med.
And you fail.
Can I fate point?
You sure can.
There we go.
There you go. As you examine one of the vials and smell it a bit further, the stink is horrible, but you remember now where you recognize the smell. You appear to be. This appears to be embalming fluid.
I just walk out of the room.
Close the door.
Just slowly close the door behind me.
Indeed. So.
Who is taking care of you?
Oh, the Emperor takes care of us. He always does, and provides what we need.
Well, yes, the Emperor protects. But you must give your information so that we may act our wills upon the Emperor.
The Fane Mortuary is where you will find your answers.
Very well. Thank you. I pour him one more drink and slide it over to him.
Close the door behind you.
Real quick.
Yes?
Can I cast Omniscience to see if he's trying to use any psychic powers on anyone?
You sure can.
And while that's going on, how many chairs are around? Is there another chair for me to sit on that's near him?
Not really.
I'm gonna fate point this. So I'll have one more after this.
Is that your last fate point?
I'll have one more after this
explodes
fate
his
point.
head.
Yeah, he's got 4 or whatever.
I have 3. I've used 2.
No. Whatever this man is doing, it does not appear to be. He does not appear to be manifesting any psychic powers.
I take the stem with me, by the way.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were going to do with
I
that.
thought she was just gonna use it to wake him up a bit.
Well,
He was compliant.
yeah.
Hold on. As that happens, I also want to get close to him because I wish to have words with the seemingly madman.
Ren, are you walking out?
I'm walking out, but I'm going to signal him to stop.
I ignore her.
I'm going to go on my comms. He doesn't know you're here. You can investigate this house freely.
On my way out, I'm just gonna grab Ball and just take him along.
I push him aside. I must have words with this man. He was speaking profane things. I must investigate further.
Not now, Tarvoch. Get outside and I'll tell you.
All right, I'm going to go for dragging him the fuck out. Oh, my bad.
I'm gonna stealth assist him.
All right.
We're just gonna drag
I'm gonna
Tarvoch
walk
out.
to the mortuary.
Whoa.
No modifier.
You don't.
Hold on. That's a
You don't know that's there.
different altogether.
You
Oh.
don't know that's there. Only I do.
No, he
I didn't
told me
cast
that.
filming.
Yeah, like he gave you a location.
Oh, I think she
But-
meant like the place where the embalming fluid was.
No.
No?
No,
No, I just
That's-
assumed the basement.
No. That's an entirely different
Yeah.
place.
Their
Tarvoch
family
can-
mortuary.
Tarvoch can fill you in that a mortuarius is the quote-unquote manufactory where they process the dead. The charnel houses are the place that handles business and stores the corpses before they get shipped off to the mortuarius.
Gotcha.
Right. So, you're going to try and drag Tarvoch out. Brett,
Yep.
roll a strength.
Nice system.
Plus 10. Yes, that's the plus 10.
I'm just gonna walk
Tarvoch.
past this out the house.
Tarvoch, roll strength investigation.
Whoa, robot.
No need. After these
Guys,
two are
guys,
pretty upset.
refresh Discord real quick. You're both robots.
Right.
Okay, you're good.
Wait, both who? Me?
Oh,
You're
now
fine
you're
now.
fine.
Oh.
Tarvoch, talk real quick.
We just go shooting this thing.
Night.
I finally passed a roll.
Night?
Well, no, actually, no
There you
need
go.
because once the two of them start, I just comply because I know that they're not going to be reasonable here.
Alright. You wave them off and walk out with them.
I finally passed a roll, and you took that from me.
Fuck your rolls.
Screw your success.
I'm gonna cast fill in on my conversation with them.
Yes. Yeah, that you guys now know what the rambling old man said. Well, that's to everyone except Knight. Well, I mean Tarvoch.
And I'm also going to request that our next stop is the mortuary.
Does anyone object to that?
I would say perhaps dealing with the Medicaid at this point would be reasonable, but then again, rationality does not seem to be common today.
Just
I mean, you are going on the ramblings of a madman here. Just
What else is
saying.
there?
there's something in his mind. I sense the warp in his head. Something just.
I mean, the rambling old man is no crazier than anybody else that we've dealt with. So, I mean,
Well,
To buy him. Did he seem like he was lying at all?
I did not look into his mind. I just felt his psychic presence.
If nothing else, we can simply come back here. I doubt he's going anywhere.
I don't know if he's just masking it or if he's a latent psyker. He also had a brewery for embalming fluid in there. Curious.
Oh no,
this
he was
is a channel house.
he was distilling the embalming fluid.
it's the thing like when people take like, medical grade alcohol and stuff and try to make booze with it. That kind of idea.
Kind of like that, except no alcohol.
Well, yeah, but yeah.
That's just disgusting.
It's clearly not what it's meant for. That's what he's doing.
He's not.
Clearly.
I fear that that man may be past his age. He didn't have embalming fluid. He was making some kind of embalming fluid. Perhaps he's preserving himself somehow.
Rejuvenative treatment? This far down in
very-
the hive?
A very crude, maybe, a very crude version.
Or at
You-
least what he may think Rejuvenate is.
He was also cybernetically augmented, although I was rushed out before I could examine it.
He had a broken eye. That I did notice too.
I mean,
And what was that?
Roll a tech use test with a -10, because if you want to look for any further augmentation beyond the obvious.
Who, me?
No, Tarvoch.
Tarvoch, you always keep us waiting.
Just did it.
Wait.
There
There
it
you
is.
go.
Jesus. Nope.
No. Aside from the obviously malfunctioning bionic eye, that man did not appear to have any further cybernetic augmentation. A decision is required. Do you go to the information broker or to the Fane Mortuarius?
My vote is actually for the mortuary.
Same.
I just shake my head and say, I understand my place right now, and I will assist you in going to the mortuary.
Do you have a better idea?
Yes, the information broker, the Medicaid, the one that Gias, I believe, spoke of.
Well, I
Geese
believe
spoke of.
the mortuary is closer, right?
Actually, no, sorry. Geese did mention him. Sorry, my bad. Yes, it was Jair Geese who mentioned that. Mentioned
Cog.
that man. Yeah, who mentioned Cog Lostock, the disgraced Medicaid from the Upper Hive.
I imagine that the mortuary is closer, though.
It actually isn't. It's a bit further down.
Okay. Is it along the way to the mortuary?
There's a tiny little detour you'd have to take, but it wouldn't take too long.
Then yes, let's do that.
Time.
Oh,
Here you go, Tom.
we're looking at 1 hour 30.
That's a pretty good place to cut it.
All right. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me for another episode of Queen's Court. In this episode, we learned that Bel Tarvoch is a complete douchebag. My character is a thief. Somebody has way too many grenades.
Shut up.
No such
And-
thing.
And the only one roll that was made successfully by one of our party members was denied by Vicky.
Well, no, I succeeded in telling stories.
I don't
yeah.
think I failed a single roll tonight.
Yeah,
Actually,
I don't.
I'm about to say, I opened like 2 saves of science check. What?
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thank you again for joining me. I'm Alexis Ego Queen. I love you guys. Bye.